Breaking tonight, the Harris campaign is considering a last-minute trip to the border. On Friday, during her trip to Arizona, she's hoping to change the narrative that she's soft on immigration. A new poll shows that more than half of Americans believe that Trump would be better on the issue. A trip to the border, good idea, bad idea?
Good idea. Do it all. I mean, I don't have any objection to that. I think that at the end of the day, I think that people, when they have a question about substantive policy, when it comes to immigration, I mean, there's only one person who's actually serious about passing immigration law. And what I have to remind people is like conjunction-junction. You remember how a bill became a law? Conjunction-junction. What's your function? Yeah. And so, like, of course, she had a policy position on immigration. But Senator Lankford, I do believe, was the senator who put up one of the toughest immigration bills that we've seen. It went through conjunction-junction in the United States House of Representatives and Senate. And the person that killed it was Donald Trump. Is it what Kamala Harris wishes? No.
That's that's not completely accurate. That bill was never brought up. That bill was never brought up in the House. That bill was only brought up in the House.
Why was it not brought up in the House is the question.
Because that focused more on the process to bring people into the United States versus securing the border.
And who made the phone calls to the members of the United States House of Representatives?
Hold on. Okay. The bill addressed border security. It actually had a proposal to, quote unquote, shut down the border
when they hit a certain number of thousands a day.
That was a Republican idea that the White House adopted.
And Republicans can disagree with it.
It addressed it, but I mean, it addressed both sides of it. A lot of Democrats hated it, but Republicans hated it more. And here we are. So
look, we argue about this bill all the time. We are where we are. We showed the poll. She's down on this issue. Going to the border is not going to fix that. I don't know if you all have seen the video. There's this amazing video of her from a couple of years ago out chanting, you know, down with mass deportation. Doug was right behind her chanting along. I mean, her views on this are so obvious. Going to rallies and chanting, running on it in 2019, 2020. I mean, we know where she is on immigration vis-a-vis Donald Trump. Going to the border is not going to change that. The American people are going to see him as tough on it. Tougher than she will ever want to be on it. They don't trust Democrats on this issue because of the last 3.5 years, the day one executive orders, and then waiting until the shadow of an election to try to pay some lip service to it. It's not going to work.
I mean, Scott, I don't disagree with some of the things you said about lip service or how it's going to play out. But I do want you to understand the simple fact is that Kamala Harris is the person who's actually saying that she will sign a piece of legislation. The Republican Party bastardized people such as Marco Rubio, the Gang of Eight. Have we not been here before? That they literally excommunicated from their party for trying to come together on comprehensive immigration?
I think that this is...
Nobody believes she's going to be tougher.
One of the things about this moment, I mean, the Harris campaign has just been trying to kind of float above it all, to float above the immigration arguments, float above, you know, some of the nitty-gritty details on some of this policy. But this shows that they realize they have to do something. One of the other things that happened today, though, is that we got some crime statistics showing crime is down. Again, this was also going to be something that Trump wanted to run on Harris against, but the statistics are what they are.